Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend this moment with me today. If you're over 50 and seeking deeper meaning, greater happiness, and a profound sense of inner peace, you've come to exactly the right place. Let me start by sharing something with you. Have you ever noticed how society often treats solitude like it's something to avoid? But here's the truth, especially as we move beyond the age of 50, solitude can become a surprising source of joy, wisdom, and strength. In fact, there's a hidden side of solitude deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings, insights that most people never talk about, yet they hold the keys to transforming your life in remarkable ways. In today's video, I'll reveal to you 7 hidden wisdom teachings from Buddhism about solitude. These aren't just philosophical ideas. These are practical, life-changing insights that have helped countless others find deeper happiness and lasting inner strength. Whether you're newly experiencing solitude or you've been exploring it for a while, I promise you this. By the end of this video, you'll see solitude not as loneliness, but as your greatest ally on the journey toward inner peace and fulfillment. So please settle in comfortably, grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee, and prepare your heart and mind for a truly inspiring experience. If you find value in our time together today, please gently tap the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with anyone you care about who could benefit from this wisdom. Your support helps our message reach more people, creating a more mindful, compassionate world, ready to uncover the unexpected joy of solitude after 50. Hidden Wisdom 1. Solitude as a path to inner peace. As we begin this journey together, I invite you to take a deep breath, settle comfortably, and open your heart to something truly transformative. You see, solitude is so often misunderstood in our busy world. Especially for those of us who've reached the age of 50 and beyond, we can sometimes feel a subtle pressure from society to fill every moment with activity, companionship, or distraction. We're led to believe that being alone is somehow undesirable, or even indicative of loneliness or isolation. But what if I told you that solitude, when approached with mindfulness and wisdom, could become your most cherished companion? What if I said it could become the very pathway that leads you directly to the inner peace you've been seeking? Buddhism has long taught that the answers to our deepest questions, questions of purpose, contentment, and serenity, do not lie outside of ourselves. Instead, they reside deep within, waiting patiently for us to quiet our minds enough to hear their gentle whispers. There's a beautiful teaching attributed to the Buddha himself. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Let's reflect on these simple yet powerful words. For decades, perhaps, many of us have sought peace in external achievements, in career milestones, in relationships, in accumulating possessions, or in constant activity. And while these things bring temporary pleasures, they often leave us craving something deeper, something more authentic and lasting. After 50, many of us naturally begin to sense that there's more to life than simply what meets the eye. Imagine now a woman named Sarah. She's 57, lives in a quiet suburb outside Seattle. Sarah spent decades immersed in her bustling career as a nurse, caring diligently for others while balancing her family life. Her days were a constant blur of activity, from shifts at the hospital to caring for her children and later grandchildren. But then came retirement. Suddenly, Sarah found herself with more time than she ever imagined, and initially, this frightened her. Solitude felt uncomfortable, unfamiliar. It felt like emptiness. But instead of resisting it, Sarah decided to embrace solitude as an opportunity rather than a challenge. Inspired by Buddhist teachings she'd encountered through a local mindfulness group, Sarah started dedicating intentional periods each day simply to sit quietly without distraction. At first it wasn't easy. Her mind raced, filled with thoughts of what she should be doing instead. But over time, something extraordinary began to happen. In the quiet of those moments, Sarah discovered the calming presence of her own breath. She realized that in solitude, she wasn't truly alone. Instead, she was meeting herself, perhaps for the first time in decades. Slowly, Sarah's daily practice of solitude became not something to fear, but a sanctuary of peace, clarity, and calm that she had unknowingly sought her entire life. Perhaps you see something of your own story in Sarah's experience. Perhaps you've also felt uncomfortable with silence and solitude, wondering what you might discover in those quiet moments alone. And yet, just like Sarah, you have within you the power to turn solitude into a profound pathway to inner peace. The Buddhist monk and teacher Thích Nhất Hạnh once said, "The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path, I walk in peace. With each step, a gentle wind blows. With each step, a flower blooms." Think about these words carefully. Our minds, especially as we age, are often pulled in countless directions. Worries about health, family, regrets about past, decisions, anxiety about the future. These thoughts swirl relentlessly. But the moment we choose to embrace solitude with mindfulness, we give ourselves permission to let those swirling thoughts settle like sediment in a glass of water, revealing a clear, tranquil presence beneath. How exactly can you begin this practice? Allow me to gently guide you through a simple, yet close your eyes softly if you feel comfortable doing so. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs, then slowly let it out. As you breathe, simply notice the sensation of your breath. Notice how your chest rises and falls, how the air feels cool, entering your nostrils, and warm as it leaves your body. Continue breathing like this for a few moments, feeling your body begin to relax deeply. Now gently say to yourself these words: "In this moment, I am here. In this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am enough." Notice how simply acknowledging your presence, safety, and completeness in solitude can instantly ease your spirit, bringing you closer to a state of inner peace and stillness. You might find your mind drifting. This is perfectly natural. Just gently guide your attention back to your breath. Feel gratitude toward yourself for giving yourself these precious moments of mindful solitude. The purpose of solitude from the Buddhist perspective is not isolation. It is connection, deep connection with your authentic self, with your inner wisdom, and ultimately with the universe itself. As the famous Buddhist master Ajahn Chah taught, "When the mind is silent, wisdom arises naturally. Everything is found in silence." Imagine for a moment that you have spent your entire life searching externally for answers. You've asked the world for happiness, for contentment, for meaning, and sometimes you've found glimpses. But now, after 50, the invitation from Buddhist wisdom is clear: stop searching outwards. Instead, gently turn inward, where an entire universe of peace and joy awaits you in solitude. You are not alone in this experience. You share this transformative journey with countless others who, through mindful solitude, have uncovered an inner sanctuary of calm, clarity, and joy. Take a moment now to commit to yourself just a small daily promise to seek and cherish moments of solitude. Perhaps it's 10 minutes of quiet reflection in the morning, perhaps a mindful walk outdoors each afternoon, or simply enjoying your evening tea with no distractions. Whatever you choose, let solitude become your ally, your pathway to lasting inner peace. As we continue this journey together, you'll learn even more about how solitude enriches our lives after 50, how it helps us discover authentic happiness, build inner strength, and connect more deeply with the precious, impermanent beauty of life. I invite you now to take another deep, calming breath. Know this: you've just taken your first steps on a path toward greater inner peace, a path that has always awaited your gentle arrival. And as you do this, remember to share this wisdom with others who may need it. Click the like button if this resonates with you, subscribe to join our mindful community, and please share this message with anyone you feel could benefit from it. Together, we cultivate a kinder, more peaceful world. Now, let's gently move forward, deeper into this beautiful exploration of solitude's unexpected joys, hidden wisdom too, discovering authentic happiness. Welcome back, dear friends. Now that we've begun our journey into solitude as a path toward inner peace, let's delve even deeper into a remarkable insight, discovering authentic happiness through solitude. Happiness, after all, is something we spend much of our lives chasing, yet it often eludes us, especially when we look for it outside of ourselves. Let me ask you something important. What does happiness mean to you? Is it the smile on your grandchildren's faces? Perhaps it's the comfort of a loved one's hand held tightly in yours, or the satisfying feeling of accomplishment at the end of a long day. These are beautiful, meaningful experiences. But what Buddhism reveals is that there's a deeper, more sustainable happiness waiting within us, often hidden beneath layers of external desires, expectations, and distractions. The great Buddhist teacher, Thích Nhất Hạnh, shared profound wisdom on happiness, saying, "Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have." Think about this for a moment. After 50, many of us naturally pause to reflect on our lives, examining what we've gained, what we've lost, and what truly matters. It's a beautiful yet challenging phase. Often, it's only when external noise quiets, when careers wind down, when family dynamics change, that we have the opportunity to clearly see the difference between fleeting. I'd like you to meet Robert, a gentle soul who had just turned 60. Robert spent his entire career as a successful executive in Chicago. He had a comfortable home, financial security, and a loving family, yet he found himself frequently asking the question, is this all there is? Despite having achieved everything society said would bring him happiness, Robert felt a persistent emptiness that he couldn't quite understand. Then something unexpected happened. After retirement, Robert took a solo retreat into the serene mountains of Colorado, something he had never imagined himself doing. For the first time in decades, Robert spent days simply walking through silent forests, sitting quietly beside tranquil lakes, and watching the sunrise without any distractions. It felt strange, uncomfortable at first, to be entirely alone with his thoughts, but gradually something magical unfolded. Without the external noise of daily obligations, Robert began to notice something new. Happiness arising spontaneously from within himself, not dependent on possessions, praise, or accomplishments, but simply from being fully present and fully alive in the quiet moments. As the days passed, Robert's sense of authentic happiness deepened. He described it as a profound, gentle joy, a state of being that required nothing external, simply gratitude for the miracle of the present moment. Robert realized he had spent his whole life searching for happiness externally, but true happiness had always been quietly waiting inside him, patiently awaiting his recognition. Robert's story might resonate deeply with your own journey. Like Robert, you too might sense that happiness is more than the accumulation of external pleasures. You may feel, deep within your soul, that a richer, deeper happiness is calling you. And it's true, authentic happiness isn't about accumulating more, but about appreciating deeply the richness that already exists within your own heart and mind. The Buddha once profoundly taught, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Let these words gently sink into your heart. Happiness isn't something that we find at the end of a long road, waiting like a trophy. It is the experience of living each moment mindfully, fully present, without attachment or resistance. So, how can you practically cultivate authentic happiness in solitude starting today? Here's a simple yet powerful exercise I'd like you to try with me right now. First, take a comfortable position, relaxing your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw. Close your eyes softly if you wish, and begin breathing deeply and slowly. Now, gently recall a recent moment in which you felt genuinely happy, a simple moment. Perhaps it was the warmth of sunshine on your face, laughter shared with a dear friend, or the scent of your favorite flower. Allow yourself to relive that moment. Now, as you breathe, ask yourself gently, what is it about this moment that brought me happiness? Notice how the source of happiness was not external achievement, but rather your mindful presence, your openness and appreciation of life's simple beauty. Notice how easily happiness arises when your mind is calm, grateful, and fully present. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to grasp at it. Happiness arises effortlessly when you choose to be mindful and fully present in the solitude of this very moment. Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron beautifully expresses this saying, "We don't set out to save the world. We set out to wonder how other people are doing and to reflect on how our actions affect other people's hearts." In solitude, we learn to care deeply, not only for others, but for ourselves. Authentic happiness arises naturally from the quiet. Compassion we nurture for ourselves and the world around us. Today, dear friend, consider making a promise to yourself. Promise that you'll begin to notice and appreciate small moments of beauty, kindness, and peace throughout your day. Instead of rushing past them or seeking happiness elsewhere, pause gently and acknowledge these moments. Smile to yourself, recognizing happiness exactly where you are. The wisdom of solitude after 50 lies precisely in this subtle yet transformative shift, from searching externally to finding happiness already present within yourself, waiting patiently to be recognized. As we conclude this segment, let me remind you again, authentic happiness is your birthright. It is not something reserved for the lucky few. It belongs to you, exactly as you are in this very moment, just waiting to be awakened through mindful solitude and deep appreciation. In our next segment, we'll explore how solitude also becomes a powerful source of inner strength and resilience. Stay with me on this gentle journey, and if you found this wisdom valuable, please gently press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and consider sharing this with someone you care deeply about. Together we spread mindfulness, compassion, and authentic happiness, one gentle moment at a time. Take another deep, calming breath, and let's move forward together, deeper into the unexpected joys of solitude. Hidden Wisdom 3. Developing Inner Strength Through Solitude. Welcome back, dear friend. We've already discovered how solitude can lead us to inner peace and authentic happiness. Now let's explore another hidden treasure, perhaps one of the most profound and transformative gifts solitude offers, the power to cultivate true inner strength. When we speak about inner strength, especially after reaching age 50, we're referring to something deeper than just resilience or perseverance. Inner strength, from a Buddhist perspective, is the ability to maintain a calm, steady, and compassionate heart even amidst life's inevitable storms. It's a quiet power rooted in self-awareness, self-acceptance, and a deeply grounded trust in one's inner wisdom. There's a beautiful Buddhist proverb that captures this idea perfectly. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Let these words gently echo within you for a moment. Many of us, after decades of caring for others, our children, grandchildren, partners, or friends, may overlook how essential it is to nurture our inner selves. We often forget to give ourselves the kindness, patience, and love we so readily offer others. Consider this. Solitude can teach us how to become our own strongest ally. It is in quiet moments alone that we discover our capacity to face life's challenges with grace, patience, and deep wisdom. Allow me to share with you the story of Linda, a remarkable woman now in her early 60s, whose journey vividly illustrates how solitude can help us uncover remarkable inner strength. Linda was someone whose life revolved around caring for others. As a mother, a wife, and later a caretaker for her elderly parents, she often put herself last. Over time, though, life's inevitable changes happened. Linda's children moved away, her parents passed peacefully, and her husband, sadly, also departed this life. Suddenly, Linda found herself truly alone for the first time in decades. At first, solitude felt overwhelming. She felt vulnerable, uncertain about her identity, without those she had cared for. Linda had lost touch with herself, and solitude felt painfully unfamiliar, even frightening. But Linda, guided by gentle curiosity and encouragement from a dear friend, decided to explore solitude differently. She decided she would approach solitude not as emptiness, but as fertile ground for growth. Inspired by Buddhist wisdom, she began spending her mornings in quiet reflection, listening to calming music, practicing gentle breathing exercises, and journaling her innermost thoughts. At first, Linda's mind resisted, recalling her losses, amplifying her worries. Yet slowly, something shifted. In the quiet solitude of her mornings, Linda started to meet a version of herself she'd forgotten existed, a resilient woman whose strength was far greater than she ever imagined. She began to feel not weaker in her solitude, but profoundly stronger. She recognized, perhaps for the first time clearly, that her strength was not defined by her relationships or roles. Rather, it was deeply embedded within her spirit, waiting patiently to be uncovered and nurtured through solitude and mindfulness. Linda discovered the true essence of Buddhist teaching, as beautifully expressed by the venerable Zen master Shunryu. Suzuki, each of you is perfect the way you are, and you can use a little improvement. Linda laughed gently when she first read this quote. It felt paradoxical, yet profoundly true. She began to understand that inner strength isn't about perfection or achieving an ideal state. Instead, it's about embracing exactly who you are in this moment, fully, honestly, compassionately, and then gently working with yourself from that place of loving acceptance. Now, consider your own journey. Perhaps, like Linda, you have encountered moments of deep uncertainty or loneliness. Perhaps you've asked yourself quietly, "Dear friend, the answer is yes. You are far stronger than you know. And this strength doesn't come from outside validation or external achievements. Rather, it arises naturally and powerfully when you give yourself permission to meet your true self in solitude." Let's take a moment together right now to cultivate this inner strength through a simple yet powerful mindfulness practice. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath. Allow your breathing to slow down naturally, deepening your awareness of each inhalation and exhalation. Imagine for a moment a peaceful, quiet place, perhaps a serene garden, a forest, or a gentle stream. Visualize yourself sitting calmly in this place, feeling completely safe and at ease. Now, as you breathe, silently affirm to yourself these words: "I am strong. I am resilient. My heart is calm. My mind is clear." Repeat these affirmations softly within yourself, allowing each word to resonate deeply inside you. Notice how gently affirming your inner strength helps you feel calm and confident. Notice how solitude gives you space to reconnect with this unwavering strength always waiting inside you. The great meditation master Ajahn Chah once taught, "If you let go a little, you will have a little peace. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of peace. And if you let go completely, your troubles will disappear." Solitude helps you learn this profound act of letting go. In solitude, you gently release self-criticism, doubt, fear, and anxiety. You begin to replace them with compassion, kindness, clarity, and resilience. With practice, solitude becomes Not an absence of something, but a powerful presence of self-awareness and strength. And here's the wonderful truth about inner strength after 50. It grows deeper, richer, and more profound precisely because of the life experience you've already accumulated. You've faced life's storms, endured losses, celebrated victories, and everything in between. Your solitude isn't emptiness. It's filled with the incredible richness of your experience, your wisdom, your resilience. As you continue embracing mindful solitude, you'll discover an even deeper truth, that this inner strength you're cultivating now isn't only for yourself. It radiates outward, touching the lives of everyone around you, your family, your friends, your community. Inner strength rooted in compassion and mindfulness creates ripples of peace, inspiration, and calm, far beyond your solitary moments. Dear friend, let this understanding bring you comfort and joy. Know that solitude is not your limitation. It is your greatest teacher and ally, gently leading you toward a strength and wisdom you've always carried within. As we prepare to continue our journey, exploring even deeper layers of wisdom in solitude, please take a gentle breath and recognize that you are on the right path. You're exactly where you need to be. If you felt moved or inspired by this message, please gently tap the like button, subscribe to this channel, and consider sharing this message with someone who needs a gentle reminder of their inner strength. Together, we cultivate a mindful, compassionate world. Now breathe deeply once more, feeling gratitude for yourself and for this precious moment. Let's continue our journey forward, deeper into the unexpected joys and profound wisdom of solitude. Hidden. Wisdom 4, Embracing Impermanence. Welcome back, my dear friend. As we continue this heartfelt exploration, we arrive at one of Buddhism's most profound teachings, especially significant as we journey beyond age 50, embracing the beautiful yet challenging truth of impermanence. Impermanence, the idea that everything changes, nothing remains static, is central to Buddhist wisdom. And while this truth can initially seem unsettling, it offers one of life's greatest and most liberating insights. Consider for a moment the seasons of the year, the vibrant renewal of spring, the warmth and abundance of summer, the quiet fading of autumn, and the peaceful stillness of winter. Nature never clings to a particular state. Instead, it flows gracefully from one form into another, each season holding its unique beauty and purpose. As humans, however, we often struggle with change. We long for stability, permanence, certainty. Yet, Buddhism gently invites us to consider another path, to view impermanence not as a source of fear or loss, but as a doorway to profound. The Buddha himself taught clearly, everything changes, nothing remains without change. Let these simple yet powerful words sink deeply into your heart. After 50, we've witnessed change in ways younger generations may not fully understand. We've seen our children grow and move on, our bodies age gracefully yet undeniably, relationships evolve, and sometimes loved ones pass. Our careers shift or conclude, identities transform, and our very perception of who we are undergoes subtle, yet profound changes. Initially, these shifts can feel like losses, perhaps even painful ones. But imagine for a moment a different perspective. What if these changes, these experiences of impermanence, are life's gentle reminders, urging us to cherish each moment more deeply, more fully? I'd like to share with you the inspiring story of Michael, now 72 years young, whose personal journey beautifully illustrates the transformative power of embracing impermanence. Michael spent his career as an accomplished artist, living in Maine, painting scenes of breathtaking beauty, landscapes, sunsets, ocean waves crashing gently onto rocky shores. His art captured moments, seemingly freezing time, Yet as he aged, Michael began to struggle physically with arthritis. He could no longer hold the brushes with ease. At first, this reality deeply troubled him. His identity, after all, was so closely linked to his ability to paint. But one crisp autumn afternoon, something remarkable happened. Michael stood quietly in his garden, watching leaves drift gently to the ground. He felt sorrow for their loss at first, recognizing how the trees were letting go of what had once been vibrant, alive, essential. But gradually, he began to see something different. Each falling leaf wasn't merely an ending, it was a profound affirmation of life's cyclical nature. As he watched those leaves return to the earth, nourishing future growth, Michael suddenly felt a profound sense of peace. This quiet revelation transformed his perspective on aging, creativity, and life itself. Michael realized he, too, was participating in nature's eternal dance of change. Instead of mourning what he could no longer do, Michael chose to celebrate what remained possible. He began writing poetry, another art form that required no brushes, no physical strain, only his heart and mind. He found immense joy in this newfound creativity, acknowledging and embracing his life's changing seasons. Perhaps you, too, have experienced changes that initially felt like loss. Maybe it's an empty nest, retirement, physical changes, or the departure of loved ones. Such moments can indeed be challenging, yet they also offer profound opportunities for growth, acceptance, and joy. The renowned Zen teacher, Thích Nhất Hạnh, expressed this beautifully. It is not impermanence that makes us suffer. What makes us suffer is wanting things to be permanent when they are not. Pause gently and let these words resonate deeply within you. Buddhism teaches us that our suffering arises not from life's inherent nature, but from our resistance to accepting things as they truly are. When we embrace impermanence mindfully, gently, we open ourselves to deeper compassion, wisdom, and joy in the present moment. Let's practice together right now a simple mindfulness exercise to help cultivate peace around impermanence. Close your eyes softly, if comfortable, and take a deep breath, slowly inhaling and exhaling, bringing your awareness fully into this present moment. As you breathe gently, reflect quietly on the impermanent nature of your own breath. Each breath arises, sustains you, then fades away naturally, replaced effortlessly by the next. Notice how peaceful it feels to allow each breath to come and go without resistance, without attachment. Each breath is impermanent, yet perfectly enough in its own brief moment of existence. Now, consider applying this wisdom to your daily life. Imagine facing each moment with the same openness, appreciation, and gentle acceptance you experienced just now. Imagine embracing change not as a threat, but as a companion, bringing new opportunities, new joys, and deeper understanding. The truth is, impermanence doesn't diminish life, it enriches it. It reminds us to treasure every interaction, every experience, every breath. It teaches us that every moment, precisely because it will not last. The Tibetan Buddhist master Chogyam Trungpa captured this beautifully. We do not have to be ashamed of what we are. As sentient beings, we have wonderful backgrounds. These backgrounds may not be particularly enlightened, but still, we have soil good enough to cultivate. We can plant anything in it. This insight offers immense comfort. Your life experiences, your joys and your sorrows, everything you've known, are fertile ground. Impermanence is what allows us to continually plant new seeds, nurturing fresh growth, creativity, joy, and wisdom. My dear friend, today, embrace impermanence. Recognize its gentle reminder to remain fully alive, fully awake, fully grateful for each precious moment. Understand that your capacity for joy is infinitely greater precisely because you recognize the fleeting beauty of life. Take another gentle breath now, holding gratitude in your heart for the gift of this understanding. Let yourself feel a renewed commitment to cherish each moment fully and mindfully. As we conclude this section, remember, embracing impermanence isn't about giving up. It's about opening up to a richer, deeper, more meaningful experience of life. If this insight has touched your heart, please gently like this video, subscribe to the channel, and consider sharing this powerful message with someone who could benefit from embracing life's impermanence more peacefully. Together, we create a mindful, compassionate, and deeply appreciative community, one breath, one moment at a time. Now let's breathe together once more, grateful for impermanence, grateful for this moment, grateful for life's beautiful journey. Let's continue gently forward, deeper into the unexpected joys of solitude and wisdom. Hidden wisdom. Solitude as the gateway to wisdom and insight. Welcome back, dear friend. As we continue our journey exploring the unexpected joys of solitude after 50, we now arrive at a profound truth. Solitude as the gateway to deeper wisdom and insight. Throughout history, great thinkers, artists, philosophers, and spiritual leaders have recognized that profound insights rarely arise amidst noise and distraction. Instead, true wisdom emerges naturally from the quiet spaces within our lives. Buddhism teaches us clearly that it is in stillness, in solitude, that we hear the gentle whispers of wisdom, compassion, and profound understanding. Consider the words of the renowned Buddhist monk Ajahn Chah, who taught beautifully, "When the mind is quiet, wisdom arises naturally. Everything is found in silence." Take a moment to absorb the depth of this truth. So often, especially in earlier years, our lives are filled with noise, distractions, endless tasks, and obligations. But now, after 50, solitude offers us an incredible opportunity, a chance to listen deeply, to become attuned to the subtle yet powerful wisdom within us. Imagine now the story of Elizabeth, a thoughtful woman, now 65, whose life vividly illustrates how solitude can become a gateway to remarkable wisdom. Elizabeth had lived a life filled with responsibilities, a successful educator, devoted wife, caring mother, and later, grandmother. Her days had long been defined by the needs of others, leaving little room for self-reflection or deeper contemplation. After retiring, she initially filled her days with activities, hobbies, and social events, yet a subtle emptiness persisted. Something profound seemed missing. On the gentle encouragement of a friend, Elizabeth attended a mindfulness retreat, her first experience with intentional solitude. Initially apprehensive, Elizabeth was unsure what she'd discover in such stillness. Yet as she spent quiet hours walking mindfully through serene gardens, meditating in peaceful rooms, and reflecting deeply, she began noticing something unexpected, a gentle yet clear voice of wisdom that seemed to rise effortlessly from deep within her own heart. In the silence of solitude, Elizabeth discovered insights she'd unknowingly sought for decades, answers to questions about her true purpose, the nature of happiness, her relationships, and her relationship with herself. She realized poignantly how little she'd truly listened to her own inner wisdom over the years, always prioritizing external voices and expectations. In solitude, Elizabeth learned something profoundly beautiful. Wisdom is not found through constant searching or external validation. Rather, it emerges naturally when we quiet our minds enough to hear our own heart's gentle whisper. Perhaps Elizabeth's story resonates with your own journey. Perhaps you've also felt moments where life's noise overshadowed your own inner voice. And perhaps, like Elizabeth, you sense that now is the perfect time to turn inward and listen deeply. The great Buddhist master Thích Nhất Hạnh shared, "Silence is essential. We need silence just as much as we need air, just as much as plants need light. If our minds are crowded..." Think about these words for a moment. After 50, many of us instinctively sense this truth. Our hearts naturally yearn for spaces of silence, not emptiness but fullness, where deep insights and wisdom gently arise. But how exactly can we access this wisdom practically in our everyday lives? Allow me to guide you through a simple yet deeply transformative practice right now. Gently close your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, your jaw, your neck. Breathe slowly and deeply, allowing each breath to naturally anchor you in this present moment. Imagine, if you will, a beautiful, tranquil lake at dawn, perfectly still, reflecting clearly everything around it. Imagine your mind is this lake, quiet, calm, clear, effortlessly reflecting insights and wisdom. Ask yourself gently and honestly a question that's been quietly tugging at your heart, perhaps about your purpose, a decision you need to make, or how to nurture deeper peace and joy. Now allow yourself simply to sit in silence, without actively searching for answers, trusting that clarity and insight will emerge naturally from within your stillness. Notice how peaceful and empowering it feels simply to trust your own inner wisdom. Notice how solitude gently reveals insights you might have overlooked amidst life's daily noise. Buddhism teaches that wisdom isn't something external we must acquire. Rather, wisdom is inherent within each of us, an ever-present guide, waiting patiently to be acknowledged, trusted, and embraced. As you grow more comfortable with solitude, wisdom emerges naturally, effortlessly guiding you toward decisions rooted in clarity, compassion, and deep understanding. The Zen Buddhist teacher Shunryu Suzuki beautifully expressed this. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few. At first, this quote may seem puzzling, yet it holds powerful insight. Embracing solitude encourages you to approach life with a fresh, open beginner's mind. 1. Free from preconceptions and rigid thinking. It is precisely this openness, this humble willingness to be still and receptive, that allows genuine wisdom to flow through you. Let solitude become your personal sanctuary, a gentle space where you regularly return to quiet your mind and reconnect with your innate wisdom. You might find that journaling quietly each morning, mindful walking in nature, or simply sitting silently with a cup of tea can become sacred rituals, offering profound moments of clarity and insight. As you deepen your relationship with solitude, something remarkable happens. Not only do you grow wiser, but you become a beacon of wisdom for those around you, family, friends, younger generations. Your inner wisdom, cultivated through solitude, gently inspires others to seek their own inner truth, creating ripples of mindfulness, clarity, and compassion throughout your community. Today, dear friend, I invite you to gently commit to cultivating these quiet moments of solitude, knowing that within them lies profound wisdom and insight. Remember always, you don't need to search outwardly. Everything you seek already resides within you, patiently awaiting your gentle acknowledgement. Take a deep breath, feeling grateful for this newfound understanding, knowing solitude is not emptiness. It is the fertile ground where deep wisdom naturally blossoms. If today's insights have resonated deeply, please consider gently liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this wisdom with someone you care deeply about. Together, we create a mindful, compassionate, wise community, one quiet moment at a time. Now, gently breathe once more, feeling gratitude for your own inner wisdom, and let's continue this beautiful journey deeper into the unexpected joys and profound wisdom of solitude. Hidden Wisdom 6, Cultivating Self-Compassion Kindness. Welcome back, dear friend. As our journey into the unexpected joys of solitude continues, we now uncover a profound treasure, perhaps the most tender and transformative wisdom of all, cultivating self-compassion and kindness. Self-compassion, at its heart, means embracing ourselves exactly as we are, with warmth, understanding, and kindness. While many of us easily offer compassion to others, extending it toward ourselves often proves challenging. Yet, after age 50, when we've journeyed far through life, self-compassion becomes an essential companion on our path toward greater joy, inner peace, and fulfillment. Consider these gentle words of the Buddha. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. Allow the power and tenderness of these words to resonate deeply within you. For many of us, life has often been spent caring deeply for others. Our children, our partners, our friends, our communities, sometimes neglecting our own hearts in the process. Yet solitude invites us into a deeply healing, transformative space, a sacred place where we can finally turn inward, gently holding our own hearts in compassionate, loving kindness. Let me share with you the beautiful and heartfelt story of Grace, a gentle soul, now 70 years old, whose experience vividly illustrates the life-changing power of cultivating self-compassion in solitude. Grace had always been the strong one, supportive, nurturing, dependable. As a teacher and mother, her life's purpose revolved around caring for others. Yet, after her husband passed, her children grew and moved away, and her teaching career came to a peaceful conclusion, Grace suddenly found herself alone. At first, solitude felt intimidating, amplifying self-criticism and feelings of inadequacy that had long been quietly hidden. Yet one evening, as Grace sat quietly on her porch watching a gentle sunset, she remembered something deeply powerful, a quote from the beloved Buddhist teacher Thích Nhất Hạnh. To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. These simple words became a turning point. Grace realized that for decades she'd been unknowingly harsh toward herself, holding herself to impossible standards, believing that her worth depended on always giving to others. Now, for the first time, solitude gently invited her inward, asking Grace to hold herself with the same tenderness she offered others. Grace began a gentle daily practice of self-compassion. Each morning she'd place her hand softly on her heart, repeating quietly, "May I be safe, may I be peaceful, may I be kind to myself." Initially, these words felt unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. Yet, day by day, something extraordinary unfolded. Grace felt her heart softening, releasing old burdens. Of self-criticism, guilt, and inadequacy, she discovered genuine tenderness, understanding, and warmth toward herself, a self-love she had unknowingly longed for throughout her life. Perhaps Grace's journey speaks deeply to your own heart. Perhaps you, too, have felt moments of quiet. Self-judgment or believed your worth depended on external validation. Yet solitude gently teaches us a powerful truth. True compassion, true kindness must begin within our own hearts. Let's practice together, right now, gently cultivating self-compassion. Through a powerful mindfulness exercise, find a comfortable position, and if you wish, softly close your eyes. Breathe deeply, slowly, allowing yourself to fully arrive in this gentle moment of solitude. Place your hand softly over your heart. Notice the warmth, the gentle pressure, this simple gesture of kindness toward yourself. Now, quietly repeat to yourself these tender words. May I be safe, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Notice the gentle ease, the peace that arises naturally when you offer kindness toward yourself. Notice how compassionate solitude can become, no longer a lonely place, but a nurturing sanctuary of love and self-care. The Buddhist teacher Sharon Salzberg beautifully captures this truth. You yourself, as much as anybody else, deserve your love and affection. Compassion for others begins with kindness to ourselves. Reflect on this powerful insight. After 50, after decades of life's joys and sorrows, your heart deserves tenderness. Your life deserves compassion. In solitude, you finally have permission to embrace yourself fully, your strengths and your weaknesses, your joys and your sorrows. Consider making self-compassion a daily practice. Perhaps each morning before rising from bed, gently affirm your worth. Perhaps throughout your day, pause occasionally to simply place your hand on your heart, quietly reminding yourself, I am enough exactly as I am. Such simple practices gradually transform your relationship with yourself, fostering deeper peace, resilience, and genuine happiness. And here's something beautifully profound. As your self-compassion grows, it naturally radiates outward, enhancing every relationship and interaction in your life. Your genuine kindness toward yourself inspires others, inviting them to also embrace self-compassion and kindness. In Buddhism, compassion toward oneself and others is not merely kindness. It is the essence of wisdom, the heart of awakening. Cultivating self-compassion in solitude aligns you deeply with your highest self, your greatest joy, your truest purpose. Remember always, dear friend, you deserve love, acceptance, and kindness exactly as you are. Let solitude become your sacred space, where self-compassion grows deeply, profoundly, transforming every aspect of your life. As we gently conclude this section, breathe deeply, holding gratitude for your beautiful heart and for this nurturing moment together. If today's wisdom touched your heart, please gently like this video, subscribe to our community, and share this gentle, powerful message of compassion with someone you deeply care about. Together, we build a more compassionate, mindful world, beginning within our own hearts. Take another gentle breath, feeling gratitude for your journey. Let's continue onward, deeper into the unexpected joys and profound wisdom solitude offers. Hidden Wisdom 7, Deepening Your Connection with Life. Welcome back once more, dear friend. As our journey through the unexpected joys of solitude nears completion, we now arrive at perhaps the most uplifting and beautiful wisdom of all, solitude as a profound pathway for deepening your connection with life itself. At first glance, solitude might appear to separate us from life. Yet paradoxically, solitude deeply and profoundly connects us, not only to ourselves, but to the richness, beauty, and sacredness of all life. In the stillness and silence, our awareness expands, gently unveiling the interconnectedness of everything around us. The beloved Zen poet Matsuo Basho captured this perfectly in his timeless words. Every day is a journey, and the journey itself is home. Take a moment and let this gentle truth sink deeply into your heart. After 50, many of us naturally begin seeking deeper connections, not just with others, but with the very essence of life itself. Solitude becomes not isolation, but profound intimacy. Intimacy with nature, intimacy with each passing moment, intimacy with our own inner being. Allow me to share the inspiring and moving story of David, a man now in his late 60s, whose experience illustrates how solitude can powerfully deepen our connection to life. David had spent decades as a corporate executive, leading a busy life filled with endless responsibilities and relentless pressures. Retirement brought him time, space, and solitude, something he initially resisted. But encouraged by a friend, David decided to spend quiet mornings in nature, walking mindfully through a nearby forest. At first, David approached these walks with skepticism, his mind preoccupied with regrets about the past and anxieties about the future. But gradually, something remarkable unfolded. In the silence of the forest, David's awareness expanded. He began noticing small yet miraculous details, a tiny leaf floating gently to the ground, sunlight shimmering through branches, the subtle song of birds, These seemingly insignificant moments suddenly became profound reminders of life's breathtaking beauty. One morning, David stood silently by a gentle stream, watching water flow effortlessly around obstacles. In that quiet moment, he experienced a deep, unexpected insight. Life itself was just like this stream, flowing gracefully, always changing, adapting, moving gently around obstacles. He realized deeply that he, too, could flow gracefully through life's transitions and challenges. David's solitude became a cherished practice, grounding him deeply in the present moment, teaching him profound gratitude, awareness, and joy. His connection with life deepened, not only with nature but also in relationships with family, friends, and even strangers. Solitude had taught David how to be fully present, how to truly listen, how to deeply appreciate each precious moment. Perhaps David's journey resonates with your own heart. Perhaps you too sense that solitude can deepen your connection with life, offering not separation, but intimacy, presence, and profound awareness. The Buddhist teacher Thích Nhất Hạnh beautifully expressed this truth. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. Imagine now living with this gentle mindfulness, every step, every breath, every moment a tender act of gratitude and presence. Imagine how this profound mindfulness might transform your everyday life, enriching every interaction, every experience, every quiet moment. Let's practice together right now, cultivating a deeper connection with life through a simple yet powerful mindfulness exercise. Gently close your eyes, relaxing your body fully, feeling safe, peaceful, fully present. Take a slow, deep breath, letting it ground you gently in this moment. Now, with gentle awareness, bring your attention fully to your senses. Beginning first with your sense of hearing, notice the subtle sounds around you without judgment, without labeling, simply appreciating the gift of hearing. Next, gently notice the sensations on your skin, the temperature, the gentle touch of air, the subtle presence of clothing. Feel deep appreciation for your sense of touch, connecting you intimately with your surroundings. Now softly open your eyes if they were closed, looking gently around you. Notice colors, textures, light, perhaps details you've previously overlooked. Allow gentle gratitude for your sense of sight to fill your heart. Notice how deeply and effortlessly connected you become simply by bringing gentle awareness to the present moment. Notice how solitude enhances your appreciation, intimacy, and profound connection with life itself. The Buddha taught gently and clearly, if we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. After 50, solitude invites you into precisely this miracle, to truly see, truly appreciate, truly connect with the sacred beauty of every simple moment. It invites you to slow down, to pause, to fully experience life's extraordinary, ordinary miracles. Consider making mindful solitude a regular practice, perhaps through daily walks in nature, quiet meditation, mindful eating, or simply sitting silently with gratitude each morning. Gradually, you'll discover how deeply interconnected you truly are, not only with others, but with all life itself. As your connection with life deepens, something beautiful naturally unfolds. Your sense of loneliness dissolves, replaced gently by a profound sense of belonging, intimacy, and compassion. You discover deeply that you are never truly alone. You are profoundly connected, deeply loved, completely part of life's beautiful dance. The Zen Buddhist master Suzuki Roshi captures this beautifully. When you bow, you should just bow. When you sit, you should just sit. When you eat, you should just eat. In other words, when you engage life fully present, fully mindful, you deeply honor the sacredness of each moment, each interaction, each breath. As we conclude this inspiring section, gently commit to deepening your connection with life, knowing that solitude is not your separation, but your profound pathway to intimacy, joy, and meaning. If today's gentle insights deeply resonate, please consider softly liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this beautiful wisdom with someone who needs a gentle reminder of life's extraordinary connection. Together, we build a mindful, compassionate world, fully alive, fully present, deeply connected, one breath, one step, one precious moment at a time. Take a gentle breath now, filled with gratitude for life's beautiful, profound connection. And let's move gently onward, concluding this beautiful journey through the unexpected joys and profound wisdom. As we gently conclude our meaningful journey together today, I want to sincerely thank you for sharing this precious time and space with me. If you found comfort, inspiration, or wisdom in our reflections, please consider gently tapping the like button. And if you're new here, I warmly invite you to subscribe to our mindful community. Your presence here is deeply appreciated and helps our message of compassion and mindfulness reach more hearts around the world. I'd also love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and let me know where you're joining us from today. It brings me great joy and warmth to see the beautiful community we're building together, united by mindfulness, wisdom, and kindness. And finally, if today's insights resonated with you, please consider sharing this video with someone you deeply care about. Perhaps someone who could find strength, happiness, or a sense of deeper connection through solitude. Together, dear friend, we can continue nurturing a kinder, more compassionate and mindful world, one gentle moment at a time. Until next time, take good care, breathe deeply, and remember, you are never truly alone. You're deeply connected, beautifully enough,